and we also have some who are going to observe this session to our live streaming in the Google, in our Google, what do you call? And we also have some who are going to observe this session. Okay, that was the Google, or rather YouTube channel was turned on, I think, to test that it is working. All right. Okay. Now, let me quickly introduce what we're going to do today. Now, this is part of a series of programs or webinar brought to you by SEDA. SEDA is the Sustainable Energy Development Authority, an agency of the government under the Ministry of what you call green technology. Right. Of course, Izwan being an expert, he will introduce more about what SEDA is. Right. Now, what I want to tell you is that these 3 series of webinars will talk about different issues on renewable energy. So today's one is going to be the future, the renewable energy for a brighter future, which is very broad. Right. And then the next series, here we also talk about the career path. And so we have got 2 very, what do you call, experienced speakers. Let me introduce to you the speakers. After the 2 speakers talk about renewable energy, we would like to share a little bit about the SEDA Seed Ambassador Program, which is sponsored by SEDA to encourage more of you, all the young students, to take interest in renewable energy. So this is the first year we are doing an ambassador program. And so the student ambassador will share with you what SEDA Seed Ambassador Program and how you can also play a role, right? So that is something that we would be going through this 1-hour session. And finally, we will have the quizzes. We're going to launch a series of quiz. So today is going to be 20 simple questions you have to answer, and you win very attractive prizes, right? So first prize is 300 ringgit worth of STEM products and kit, right? So that is the program lineup for today. So let me first pass this this cyberspace to Inche Izwan. And Inche Izwan, let me quickly read out. And there are going to be 2 speakers. The first speaker will be Inche Izwan Suwazi. He is the Assistant Director for Strategic Communication Division in SEDA. And followed by T.S. Wong Yu Wei, Senior Assistant Director, Marketing and Operations of SEDA. Right? So murid-murid semua dah sedia, you can take a pen and pencil or a paper and take down notes. Right. Okay, to you, Cik Izwan.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Hi, everyone. So, thank you, Mr. Ramesh, for introducing me and I went to this event or this webinar, and I'll be talking about I will be talking about a bit about SEDA and our role, and also about some of the issues that we are facing now, which is the climate change, and also what you guys can do to promote or to tackle this issue and also spread the awareness to the public. So let me start about let me check my slide. Let me open my file first. Okay. So today, me and my colleague, Mr. Wong, will be talking about renewable energy or sustainable energy. Me will be talking more about the basically about SEDA and the renewable energy, and Mr. Wong will be talking about the career path that what you guys can do or choose right after you guys finish your high school. So there are few directions that you can choose, and that will be explained by my colleague, Mr. Wong, after my presentation. Yeah. So I'll start with my slide first. Sorry, I'll be talking about with both language lah. So English and Malay lah, because we have a large crowd from Sekolah Kebangsaan and also some private punya sekolah. Yeah. So where's it? Window. So boleh nampak ke masa?
Yeah, it's loading.
It's ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Boleh ke?
Yes, it's good. Can clear.
Can eh?
Can, very clear.
Okay, clear. All right. So let me recap again. So I'm Ethan Suhaji from SEDA Malaysia. I'm from Strategy Communication Division. So I'll be talking about sustainable energy, also SEDA, to you guys lah. Yeah. So let me start with the issue that we are facing right now. So recently baru-baru ini, I mean kita nampak atau kita didedahkan dengan a few what we call this. If you can see from news lah, kan, basically we can see now people talking about all these extreme weathers that we are facing right now, and it's more frequent lah, more lebih kerap berbanding dahulu lah. So if you look at the news now, you can see recently the wildfire and the flood everywhere around the world, and also you can see all this uncertainty weather, extreme weather happening around the world. So we want to talk about this more public, and I also want to spread awareness why this is happening recently and more rapidly and more frequently lah around the world. So if you can see from my picture here, so all these extreme weathers like ice melting, long drought, hello, all the extreme weather, yeah, it's actually caused by the increased temperature that happening start from the pre-industrial era lah. So the reason why this extreme weather is happening is because of you can see from my slide here. You can see here, I mean, this is based on the research yang kita dapat from IPCC. So it's showing that the increase of temperature from the pre-industrial era until now lah. So this is what we call it like global warming. So the temperature is increasing because of our activity, human activity lah. So the world is not stable right now. So it's getting hotter and hotter. And at this moment we are about at 1.2 degrees Celsius. If you look at from the graph lah, from the pre-industrial era. So this is not good, and we need to stop this from happening and from increasing the temperature. So there is the cause why now we see more and more extreme weather happening lah, basically. So now we are at 1.2, and we need to decrease or to stop or to mitigate this effect, climate change or global warming from happening. And if you guys, if maybe some of you already know that back in 2015, most of the countries have agreed to and also commit to what we call this, to help or to not go above 1.5 degrees Celsius lah. If you look at the trend, the trend is going to show that by 2040 we will increase 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is not good for our planet, because once we exceed that numbers, I mean we won't really able to go back to the or get the world cool again lah, basically. So that's why in 2015 most of our countries agreed to help or to limit the increase by 1.5 degrees the most. So at this moment we are at 1.2 degrees Celsius. So there's not much time left. So what we need to do is we need to address the issue and also need to stop this from happening lah. So I'll show you some of the video that I found from the internet that explain a bit more about what is climate change, what is happening, what caused the what I call this issue lah. So I'll play here for you guys.
This is the world. That's you and that's me. The world has the perfect temperature to keep all living things alive and happy. This temperature depends on a balance. The sun's heat goes to Earth to make it warm. The sun's heat bounces back to space to make the Earth cool. When this balance is lost, the climate changes. The Earth's climate has changed many times before. This is called natural climate change. It's caused by volcanic eruptions, changes in the sun's energy, and changes in the Earth's orbit. Greenhouse gases also make the Earth warmer. They trap heat from the sun. Greenhouse gases are like a blanket covering the Earth. It started in the 1700s. Humans started to build more things. We burn coal to make electricity. We burn oil to make our cars and planes move. We use chemicals to make things. We cut down lots of trees. We burn gas to cook food. We dump lots of trash on landfills. We plant a lot more rice. All these things release greenhouse gases. Remember the blanket over the Earth? Because of humans, it got much, much thicker. When I get hot, I sweat. I even get dizzy. Imagine the Earth. Because it's hotter, glaciers and ice sheets are melting. Seas are rising, storms are getting stronger, some places are getting dry, even the sea is getting warmer. All living things are in big trouble. So, what should we do? We need to change the way we live so we can stop releasing so much greenhouse gases. That way, the Earth's blanket will go back to normal. We also need to be ready for what climate change will bring. In December,
Okay, so that's a bit explanation about climate change, also global warming. So you can see from the video showing that what actually caused the global warming. So I'll explain a bit more here. So global warming is happening because of we release a lot of greenhouse gases. So these greenhouse gases, if you look here, it's actually trap the heat that coming in from the sun. So if we get more and more, because we are now producing more or releasing more and more greenhouse gases. So this is the reason why the sun heat cannot come up once they enter the atmosphere. So what is greenhouse gases? You can see here actually greenhouse gases is a combination of few other gases, but most of them are from carbon dioxide. You can see from here is 76%. So that's what is greenhouse gases and what the effects has. As you can see what's done to the Earth. So and I will show you some of the stats we have here. So the emission that cause the greenhouse gases is, these are the breakdown. So you can see here around 70% of the emission coming from the energy. So and then 80% from the agriculture, forestry, and other land use. 3%, 5% for industry, and 3% from waste. So most of it, 70% coming from the energy. So energy emit a lot of greenhouse gases. So this is so I'm showing here. So the 70% is this is the biggest sector that contributes to the gases. So right now in Malaysia, we have actually the energy sources coming from two sources. One is from the renewable energy, one is from renewable energy. And right now, most of our energy coming from the non-renewable energy, like coal, or the fossil fuel, and so we need to transit from the non-renewable to renewable, because the renewable energy is a bit more friendly, more unlimited, and for the non-renewable energy is unlimited and also harm, cause emit lots of what we call this greenhouse gases. So it's not good. So right now we need to change from non-energy to renewable energy, because energy contributes 70% of the gas emission. So I have some quiz here. Maybe you guys can put your your answer on the chat room if you want to. So I'll give you a try. So you can choose, you can guess which one is the renewable energy, which one are the non-renewable energy. Oh, I'll give you 3 seconds to choose. 1, 2, 3. So the answer is, if you look here, it's solar, biogas, hydrogas, hydropower, and biomass. These are the renewable energy. Okay. So what is renewable energy? So renewable is an energy that unlimited and is also it's constantly replenished. So you can renew again and again and use again and again. So it's unlimited and it's also clean lah, basically. So these are the some example that you can find around the world, like solar panel, wind. This is hydropower, geothermal, and biomass lah. So in Malaysia, here are the main source of renewable energy that we have like in Malaysia. If you can see here, we have solar PV. This is from our office, both our office of PV, and this is biogas, biomass, and hydropower lah. We don't, if you can see, we don't have wind energy in Malaysia because our wind is not really that strong enough to generate energy. So if someone asks what's the main source of renewable energy in Malaysia, you can say this lah: solar PV, biogas, biomass, and hydropower. Okay. So I already talked about renewable energy, and also maybe I should talk about energy efficiency lah. So in order to achieve a really good sustainable energy, you need to combine two things, not only renewable energy. You also need to practice the energy efficiency. So what is energy efficiency? So we need a balance between, and we need these both to get that sustainable energy. So energy efficiency is important. You can say it as like, if you, how to say this? If you, let's imagine if you are a healthy person, if you want to get healthy, you need to do some, you cannot just rely on we call this, go to the gym and then you do some workout. You also need to get some healthy food as well. So workout alone is not going to help you lah. So that's what I meant by renewable energy and efficiency. So energy efficiency refers to using less energy and get the same amount useful output lah. So means you use less energy to produce good outcome lah, and also so you be more efficient lah. So you won't really waste a lot of energy, although it's a renewable energy or clean energy. So these are the criteria lah. You use minimal, you use less energy to do some work, and some example that you can practice for energy efficiency is you use energy efficient equipment. Like when you buy what you call this, air conditioner or fridge, you can always choose the energy efficiency punya what you call this rate. You can look at 4 or 5 star. It's good for these are the most recommended by us lah. So if you buy like a 5-star air conditioner, you will use less energy. Always try to get that star, 5-star or higher, and also you can switch off or unplug electricity equipment when you are not using. You can iron your clothes at all time at once, and also you can use public transport, cycling to work, practice carpooling, or you can change your LED lights bulb from the old one to the LED type, because LED light bulb is more efficient and use less power. So these are the practice that you can use lah to practice sustainable energy. So so now talking about SEDA rule. So what is SEDA rule? So we are SEDA, Sustainable Energy Development Authority. We are located in Putrajaya, and we are established 1st September 2011 lah. So this year will be 10 years for us lah. And we are a statutory body from under the Ministry of energy and natural resources lah, KSA. Yeah. So our role is to promote and developing sustainable energy in Malaysia, and also to advise and guide the ministry regarding all the sustainable energy, and also we are the implementer of the sustainable energy program that introduced by the government lah. And as said, we have these are the main program that we are running at this moment. So we have net energy metering, which is about solar system, and also we have feed-in tariff, also about renewable energies, and then we have PVMS, we have EACG, Safe Energy, ICES Summit, and then a few others, Zero Energy Bridging and Renewable Energy trainings. So you can find more information about all these programs at our website lah. So yeah, and then what we try to do with this program, actually, we want to create awareness among all these youngster or young talent, because you can see now the trend right now is like there are more and more people that younger generation that loud and talk about their future about this issue, and we need your voice, because we are all together in this. No one else can escape this issue, climate change. So we want you guys to spread the awareness and show some example and inform people about the issue, because this is very important, not for me, not for Seda, not for Malaysia, for all human beings. You can see here, I mean, some of the prominent icon like BTS, Greta Thunberg, and Emma Watson, they already start do the awareness. So because the reason is we don't like this quote, we haven't run out of fossil fuel, but we have run out of time. So please get more information about climate change, and tell your friend or your mom to switch into more clean energy, or to practice like energy efficiency practice, so that we can achieve or tackle this issue lah. And I think that will be all for me lah. And after this, my colleague will be talking about more about what we call this, the career path about renewable energy in Malaysia or around the world lah. Okay, I think that will be all for me.
All right. Thank you, J. Izwan. So, just a advice to the students who are watching it. Many of the things or tips or information that was shared by J. Izwan will also be found in the questions that you're going to answer in the quizy. All right. So pay close attention. I think J. Izwan has given a lot of tips already. Okay. And the quizzes is very exciting. You have to answer it correctly, and speed also counts. So if you answer it faster, that means the chances are better for you too. I think many of you have participated in quizzes, in cohorts, so you're quite familiar, right? Okay, so that is just a reminder about the quizzes that will be run at the end of this session. So now we move on to our second speaker from Seda. T.S. Wong is going to talk about the career path. I think a lot of students, you're going to decide what is the type of job that you want to enter into, therefore what type of qualification that you need. Therefore, we have T.S. Wong to share with you about the career path and probably even the qualifications that is required. Yes? So can I pass it over to Mr. Wong? Can Mr. Wong?
Sure. Hi, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, hold on. Give me just a second. Can you see my screen?
It's uploading now. Yes,
right.
It is. And now we can see it.
All right, good. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Selamat petang. Thank you for having me here in this session. I'm very delighted to be a part of this program with you today. I hope everybody is safe and well in the current social condition, whether you're in the office, in home, or in the school. So my name is Wong Yu Wei, and I'm from SEDA, Malaysia. You may call me Wong or Yu Wei. So as you may already know, SEDA Malaysia is a statutory body formed under the Renewable Energy Act, we call RE Act 2011, and the SEDA Act 2011. So the heroes are to implement renewable energy program and also to promote sustainable energy development in Malaysia. Now, I understand that some of you are in the SEDA Seed Ambassador program and have learned about global warming, climate change, renewable energy, and energy efficiency in the past few weeks. And you even prepared some amazing posters to raise awareness on sustainable energy in your school. So I'm very impressed with your creativity and eagerness to learn. Congratulations. And I hope you maintain this interest and keenness in the coming days and years and continue to learn and contribute towards the cause. Now, with the foundation that you currently have, you may be thinking to yourself, what are the subjects that I could further study in the future if I want to learn more and contribute to the renewable energy field? What are the career options that are available for me to make an impact? Well, I'm not an expert career advisor. Personally, I've been working in the energy or electricity sector since graduation. That is about 2015. And I thought that it could be a good opportunity for me to share with you my thoughts on some of the possible career options in the RE industry based on my personal experience and observation. And with that, let's dive into the topic today. Earlier, my colleague Ezwan has shared about sustainable energy. And if you remember, what are the two main areas in sustainable energy? All right. The answer would be renewable energy and energy efficiency. So RE or EE, so the dynamic duo. Now, I just want to elaborate a little more on my colleague's explanation just now. Now, under the RE branch, we generate electricity or energy using renewable resources for our daily use. The key word here being generate. Now, using RE resources to generate energy will help to reduce greenhouse gases emission. At the same time, the supply of RE resources are recurring and non-depleting, means that it won't finish just like that, right? And currently, the major energy resources used to generate electricity in Malaysia are fossil fuel in the form of coal and natural gas. And these resources produce significant amount of GHG or greenhouse gases. Eventually, we will and must try to increase the use of RE to generate electricity in our effort to mitigate climate change and global warming, as you may have already explored in the past few weeks. Now, the second branch is EE, or energy efficiency, where we try to optimize our energy consumption. The key difference here is in how we consume energy. Now, I think we all know an energy efficiency or EE expert in our lives. Personally, my mom is the #1 energy efficiency expert to me. Since I was young, I was always taught to always turn off the lights, TV, fan, aircon, and water when not in use. Now, because of that, I now practice the same in my own home and even choose energy-saving equipment such as 4-star or 5-star aircon or refrigerator. Now, these are the small steps that we could take to optimize our energy consumption. But for the purpose of today, we will focus on renewable energy. Now, what are the major RE resources in Malaysia? As my colleague has mentioned, in the past few years, solar energy has been very popular due to the abundance of sunny days in Malaysia, right? Malaysia is blessed with sun. And other than that, we also have hydro energy. Sorry. Okay, sorry for the interference. So other than that, we also have hydro energy, biogas, and biomass. Now, just a little more information on hydro energy. Hydro energy basically comes from harnessing the power of flowing water in lakes or river. And on the other hand, biogas or biomass energy is mainly derived from agriculture byproduct or industrial waste, such as byproducts from the palm oil industry, wood factory, solid waste, landfill, and others. So things like, if you recall in your science class, you have done composting. So that actually is a process where you can produce biogas, and the waste itself can also be considered as biomass. These things can be used to generate electricity. And based on all this, you can see that the supply of resource comes from vastly different sectors, right? We have natural resources directly from the sun, we have from the water, and from waste. So this diversity shows that there are plenty of opportunities for future career paths. Now, to understand the possible career options, first, let us look at a general project or company structure in the RE sector, solar energy project. Now, from this diagram, let's focus on the yellow box in the middle. Yeah, we could see that the project company or the SPV, special purpose vehicle company, will have business relationship with many different parties throughout the business life cycle. So they are the sponsors, the technology supplier, EPC contractor, technical service provider, and commercial service provider on the left-hand side. And these are the parties that help to construct the project, operate project, and maintain the project. Now, what is the main product of a solar energy project? So the answer will be electricity, right? Now, to make money, the product or the electricity is sold to the consumer or the off-taker for consumption. At the same time, the project will also have to communicate with government, local community, and NGO for approvals, licenses, and possible job opportunities, and also some impact assessment, right? So based on this diagram, we could observe there are about 10 parties involved in the project. In real life, it is likely that there are more than 10 parties. So each party or company will contribute different values to the solar energy project in order to bring the project to life. Okay. Now, looking at this, you may think, RE project seems to be very heavily focused on engineering, right? Must I be an engineer to work in RE? What if I like to plan and market RE products? Or could I help to recruit more people into the RE sector because I like to deal with people, right? So these are also all valid questions, and I'm very happy to say, yes, you can pursue all these different career options in the RE sector. There are numerous career options in the RE sector, such as mainly, obviously, you would think of engineering and construction. Other than that, we also have accounting and financing, legal, human resource, ICT, procurement, project planning, strategy, marketing and communication, insurance, and environmental analysis, and many, many more, right? So engineering jobs are merely a part of the equation. The RE sector, to develop, it will require many different talents, different skills, and the innovative ideas to further develop. To join and make an impact in the RE sector, I encourage all of you to explore your own interest or passion in your own ways, right? Now, for example, in Seda, as one earlier, he's in the strategic communication division. Now, he is not an engineer, right? He is an expert in communication. I'm always amazed at how he makes an impact by raising awareness on RE concepts in Seda through his marketing programs, engagement, posters, and advertisement. So I really look up to his creative abilities and enjoy looking at his books. So the key message here is there are many, many career options. It's not just limited to very engineering-focused options. Please take your time and explore the other area of interest, be it in arts, communication, science, technology, or finance, and look out for opportunities in the market. Even better, talk to people who are already studying in the field or working in the field, right? Working in the sector, and then get their insight, get a first-hand insight. That will be very, very helpful. So for example, in Seda, we have the market operation division, which I am in, so which we handle mainly the issuing new quotas to the renewable energy projects and also monitor these projects, right? So it will be a administration job with engineering requirement and also legal compliance requirement. In the communication team, we have experts in communication and also creative designs, right? But at the same time, Seda itself have IT departments to support the whole system. So as you can see, even in Seda itself, there are a variety of jobs. So what more outside, right? So for each of the parties that I mentioned earlier here, yes, there are all these roles in each of these parties or each of this company. Feel free to explore. And lastly, just to quickly wrap up this session, I just want to share my own journey in the energy sector, right? Personally, I am a mechanical engineer, right? I have an engineering degree. And I started working as an engineer in a power plant in Johor. Then I moved on to a role as an asset manager. And then this role particularly focused heavily on finance and investment of power projects, including renewable energy projects such as solar projects, hydro projects, and wind projects. So it is quite a big shift from myself, from an engineering heavy role to a finance and investment sector role, right? But I made it, all right? And after that, I further became an operation and maintenance manager in another plant before I joined Seda Malaysia. Now, from my own story, I learned to not limit myself in what I studied in school. For example, an engineering role. When I started working, I used to think I'm an engineer, I got an engineering degree, I should do only engineering work. And I struggle heavily when things that are not related to engineering is asked from me, right? For example, when my boss asked me, can you do this job and look at safety or look at procurement? And I struggled very much because I thought that this is not my role. But eventually, I learned that this is not so correct. I have to learn to embrace these different experiences. Why? Because in life and at work, we will always encounter new opportunities to explore new areas. So instead of taking it as challenges or problems, I could have taken it as an opportunity to explore new interests, new areas, right? So as an engineer, obviously, I learned how to operate and maintain the plant. That's for sure. But at the same time, I also took up additional roles in safety, finance, accounting, project management, staff management, and also communications. Right. So now, with an open mind and open heart, there are numerous options that we could pursue. 1 minute, you could be an IT expert, and the next minute, you could be in the marketing team to promote a new product. Okay. And I encourage everybody to keep exploring and learning. Write your own story. All right. With that, I end my sharing today. Thank you for having me.
Mr. Ramesh, you're on mute.
Okay. Getting used to this muting and unmuting. All right. So again, thank you so much, T.S. Wong. That was a very good sharing on the career, the type of what do you call education that is required. So if you notice, T.S. Wong is also an engineer by profession. So therefore, engineering is a very important discipline, which opens doors to many field, many career path. By the way, we are actually in the midst of celebrating the World Science Day. So if you can see the backdrop that we have the World Science Day, which was officially launched yesterday. And World Science Day is on the 10th of November. So we are having some programs. So this program that we're doing about renewable energy is very much part of the importance of STEM education, right? To highlight renewable energy, sustainability, as was presented by Encik Izwan. All right, so I think there may be some questions. Please reserve your questions. So you see, we have already reached our maximum capacity, Google Meet can only take 100 people, so we have already reached maximum. So all those who are in this platform, congratulations for being able to join in time. There are others who can't, will be following us through the YouTube channel. Okay, now before I move on to the final part where I'm going to share the link for you to participate in the quizzes, we got a very young and dynamic champion for renewable or sustainable energy, right? She is part of the SEDA Seed Ambassador Program. As I mentioned earlier, this is a new initiative by SEDA to get more students to be aware and to promote renewable energy. So this year, we have engaged 12 schools. Each school has got 2 students who will be serving as the ambassadors. So they will be given a lot of information. They'll be given a lot of what you call materials on renewable energy, and they will be also given some challenges. So we just finished a challenge on the design, a poster design, a digital poster design to portray renewable energy for school. All right, so we don't have much time to share those beautiful posters, but I can assure you these 12 students will be sharing them with you. So you just look out, they're going to have a lot of materials flooded in all the what you call social media platforms. Plenty of materials done by students to talk about the importance, relevance of digital, what you call the importance of how digital media can help to promote renewable energy, right? So for that, I would like to introduce to you the third and final speaker to give a very short preview, right, on the importance of renewable energy, right? And her name is Prisha Kumaran. Prisha Kumaran is from SMK Raja Mahadi Klang. She's in Form 3. And as I mentioned, she's one of the ambassadors from the 12 schools that we have engaged. Prisha, are you with us now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Very good. Okay, Prisha. So the space is yours now.
Thank you, sir. Good day, everyone. My name is Prisha Kumaran, and I am one of the ambassadors for SEDASIT. First of all, I would like to give a brief explanation on this program and how did it personally impact my journey as an environmental activist. The SEDASIT Program 2021 is an initiative to equip students with basic knowledge on sustainable energy and to engage students to create awareness on it. Not only that, this program also guides and empowers students across Malaysia to advocate on sustainable energy. We have been assigned with several tasks and have also been guided and educated along the way by amazing mentors such as Dr. Yahya and Ms. Natalia. As we are all aware, sustainable energy has wider-ranging benefits for the community as a whole, and it also plays a vital role in mitigating the effects of climate change. Fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas have been powering economies for over 15 years and currently supply about 80% of the world's energy. If this were to continue, it is more likely for us to face extreme weather events such as heat waves and more. This program has not only made me understand the importance of renewable energy, but also helped me with my journey as an environmental activist and to make me a better one. My message to everyone following this webinar is climate change is real and it is worse. But we still do have hope. We still do have hope if we start working immediately as one. So make sure to play your part. I would like to end my speech with a beautiful quote by Helen Keller. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do much. Thank you. So you're muted, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much to Ambassador Prisha from SMK Raja Mahadi. Yes, I think we really are glad that there's so many youngsters like you who have come on board to help SEDA promote the relevance and importance of renewable energy. All right, so for all students who are listening, and if you want to be part of this team, I can say, not the team, sorry, because this team is already closed. Maybe in future, SEDA will have more programs. But for now, what you could do is you could actually follow the SEDA's Facebook. If you just search SEDA, Facebook, Malaysia, you can register or you just sign up and you'll be kept informed of the activities. And all these ambassadors will also be promoting their activities. They got many projects. They got 2 more projects to do. Okay, the second project they're going to do is about sustainable, how to do a campaign to promote sustainable energy in the school. All right, so they're going to come up with a social media campaign. And then they got 1 more project to come up with an idea using renewable energy. So as Encik Izwan has mentioned, the most common source of renewable energy in Malaysia is solar. All right, so maybe using solar panels, or if you want to use biogas or biomass, those are the projects that they can create in the school. You save electricity, you generate money. Most importantly, you gain some very interesting experience, right? So it's a very interesting field, renewable energy. So as mentioned by Krishna, we will try to engage with more students. Right, now we have come almost to the end. We've got another 10 more minutes. Maybe we can take some questions. Right, so we have got both the speakers with us, T.S. Wong as well as Encik Izwan. So kalau ada apa-apa soalan, you can feel free to ask in BM or in English. Our speakers will be able to answer your questions. You can either raise your hand or you can post it on the chat box. Let me see the chat box. Is there any questions on the chat box? Okay. All right. So I think Mr. Wong has answered some questions already. Wow, there are quite a number of good questions. Okay. All right. So with regards to this question from Rebecca says that is the quiz starting at 4 p.m. The quiz will be launched at 4 p.m. and it will only end tomorrow midnight. All right, so you got more than 24 hours. But please bear in mind, the conditions are that you will attempt once. Your score for the first time will be the one. If you attempt twice, the system can detect. All right. Even if you use another account, we can detect. So try your best once. You can attempt more times, but those marks will not be taken into account. This is to be fair to everybody, that you will have one chance. Okay, so the closing date will be tomorrow midnight. All right, in a short while, in another 3 minutes, I will post the link in this chat and I'll explain further. Right? Any other questions? Anybody wants to raise your hand and ask a question? Okay, I'm trying to scroll and see if there's any, but a lot of comments. I think there are lots of answers also given to the questions that is asked. Okay, so perhaps I'll just share the link. Okay, right. So let me explain. So I just posted here. You can take a look at the chat box. Right. So I have mentioned that to participate in the SEDA Renewable Quiz, please register with this link. This is a Google form, all right? So you just have to click in that form, write your name properly, because this name will appear in your certificate. You know, many times we receive a complaint, oh, salah nama, salah aja, all right? So if you type wrongly, then it's going to appear wrongly. We are not going to type for you. So please type your name correctly. And your email address also, make sure it is correct. Many times we receive that they have not received their certificate. Why? Because you did not give a proper email address, right? So do that, and then you will receive the link for Quizzes. Quizzes is a very exciting platform. You go to Quizzes and you answer 20 questions. Whoever answers all correct and in the shortest period of time, Quizzes will mark. Okay, will automatically grade you and give you the points. Right. Okay, I'm sure you're very familiar with quizzes, and it's similar to Kahoot and many other quizzes platforms that we have. Okay, any other questions? Is it clear? Can you try? You want to try going into the link?
Sure, sir.
Okay, let me try and see. Since we got another 7 minutes, let me try to see whether I can go into the quizzes. I can share the platform or not. Just give me a minute. Okay, I've opened it. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can. All right. So I have already registered and I'm going to play. I'm going to start the quizzes game. All right. Start the game.
Sir.
All right. So the first question, what is SEDA's role? Okay. What is SEDA Malaysia's role? Promoting, developing sustainable energy. Okay. Yes. All right. So second question, SEDA stands for apa? I think you know the answer, right? So let me just put something and I submit. Question number 3. SEDA Malaysia is a statutory body under Ministry of. Okay, yang ni pun tadi Cik Izwan ada beri jawapan. Okay, if you have heard properly, you would have known. So I said timing is very important. If you go and Google search pun boleh, but you're going to lose time. So you lose time, then your marks won't be as high. So if you pay close attention, okay, let me say I just put my stack. The answer doesn't appear here because at the end of it, you will get your, you'll be able to see the score. Okay. Main factors causing global warming. I think earthquake, yeah? Right. What are the effects of global warming? Okay. Maybe hotter days. All right, so anyway, you can go. There are 20 questions. So I'll stop sharing now. Okay. All right, so that's basically a sample of how the Quizzes platform is. Very exciting. I say, budak-budak, you are very pandai lah. You are more cleverer than us, using all these platforms to answer the question and to get the marks. Okay. So go to the form, the Google form, just sign up. It'll take you to the link and you have got up to tomorrow. You can share with your friends also. All right. So ask your friends, your send to your school teachers, because we want more people to be aware about renewable energy. All right. It's fun. And this is just the first series. We got 2 more. Ada 2 lagi. Tarikh pun dah ditetapkan, tapi I just can't remember. There's going to be another one in the early December, and the final one will be middle of December. Okay, and so all the SEDA Seed ambassadors will also be promoting these programs. Right. Any other questions? Maybe Cik Izwan, Mr. Wong,
No, sir.
SEDA would like to do a closing. Cik Izwan ada?
Yep. Hello.
Okay.
All right. So for this session,
please.
I mean, you guys can always share the link that we have shown today to your family or your school.
Tak dengar Cik Izwan.
Hello.
Still cannot.
Hello.
Your volume macam turn on tapi cannot hear.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Mic, is it some connection problem mungkin? Because I nampak you punya volume, I mean the
No, we can hear him
audio
clearly.
indicator is on.
Dengar.
We can hear him clearly.
Okay.
Sir, I can hear you.
Still no.
Okay. I think Mr. Ramesh tak boleh hear me lah. So, Mr. Ramesh.
Cannot hear Cik Izwan.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I think there's some problem with the audio in Cik Izwan's audio.
We can hear you clearly.
Alright. Okay.
Boleh.
Mr. Ramesh. Hello.
Still no, can't hear.
Okay.
Okay, I think there's maybe the connection, because I see the audio is on, but we can't hear. So anybody else from SEDA want to say something before we sign off this session hari ni?
We can hear him clearly.
Yeah, we'll be ending at 4 o'clock, so we got about 1 minute more. Right? If not, maybe I can pass to my good friend, Mr. William, to say something in conjunction with World Science Day.
Hi everyone. I just want to say, Mr. Ramesh, we can hear Izwan clearly.
Volume.
I
Can't
think
hear.
it's on your side.
Can't hear also.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
I think
something is wrong with the system,
carry
I
on.
think.
You can continue.
Okay, Mr. Ramesh, sorry.
I can't hear Mr. William as well.
Okay. It's okay, Mr. Ramesh.
Okay.
Okay. I
All
think
right. I think everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, then please note, try to attempt the quizzes. and you got more than 24 hours. Okay, and we wish you all the best, and looking forward to seeing you at our next session. Okay, go to SEDA's Facebook, like SEDA's Facebook, or go to STEM for All Makers Space Facebook. Also, we will be updating you on our upcoming programs. Okay.
Ramesh, can you hear
Thank
me?
you all. Thank
Oh,
you
I think
again
Ramesh
to
can't
James
hear
Wan,
us.
T.S.
Izwan, we can
Wong,
hear you clearly.
Ambassador from SMK, Raja Mahadi, and to all the participants, right? So we look forward to your participation in our future programs. Terima kasih dan selamat maju jaya.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you and
Terima
good luck.
kasih. So we shall stop the
Thank
recording
you, sir.
now.
Wait, Izwan can say any last words? Go ahead.
I think it's okay. Like Mr. Ramesh already said that. I
Okay.
just wish you guys good luck and try your
Maju
best.
jaya.
Maju jaya. Okay, thank you guys. Stay safe here. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.